the favorite haunt of poets. Gemini Studios had an excellent mess which supplied good coffee at all times of the day and for most part of the night. A cup of coffee was rather satisfying entertainment. Poets like S.D.S. Yogir, Sanghu Subramanyam, Krishna Shastri, Harendranath Chattopadhyay came there. Thus, it was the favorite haunt of poets. The khadi-clad poets of South India were averse of the term communism at that time. According to them, a communist was a godless man. He had no filial or conjugal love. He had no feelings of guilt for killing his own parents or his children. He was always out to cause and spread unrest and violence among innocent and ignorant people. तो बच्चों, जो जेमिनी स्टूडियोज था उस समय वो एसडीएस योगियार, संघू सुब्रमण्यम, कृष्णा शास्त्री, हरेंद्रनाथ चट्टोपाध्याय ऐसे लोग वहां पर आया करते थे और उनका बहुत ही फेवरेट वो स्थान हुआ करता था. बच्चों, उस समय कम्युनिज्म हमारे भारत में साउथ इंडिया में कम्युनिज्म यानी साम्यवाद के विरोध में लहर चल रही थी और ये माना जाता था जो कम्युनिस्ट हैं वो पारिवारिक मूल्यों को नहीं मानते हैं. हमारे दक्षिण भारत में एक ऐसी लहर थी कि ये माना जाता था कि अ कम्युनिस्ट वाज अ गॉडलेस मैन. He had no filial or conjugal love. He had no feelings of guilt for killing his own parents or his children. तो यानी कि इनके अंदर पारिवारिक कोई मूल्य ये मायने नहीं रखते थे. और ये लोग यानी कि कम्युनिस्ट लोग हमारे समाज में एक सामान्य जनजीवन को अस्त व्यस्त करते थे. तो उस समय साउथ इंडिया में साम्यवाद के खिलाफ लहर चल रही थी. MRA was a kind of counter movement in international communism. Frank Buckman's MRA means Moral Rearmament Army was a kind of counter movement in international communism. They visited Madras sometime in 1952. They were about 200 in number. They could not have found a warmer host in India than the Gemini Studios. Someone called the group an international circus, but they were not very good at the trapeze. However, they presented two plays in a most professional manner. These plays ran several shows in Madras. Along with the other citizens of the city, the Gemini family of 600 saw the plays over and over again. Madras and the Tamil drama community were terribly impressed. For some years, almost all Tamil plays followed the setting of MRA plays. MRA means, what is the meaning of MRA? MRA means Moral Rearmament Army. तो बच्चों, ये जो MRA था ये एक मूवमेंट था, काउंटर मूवमेंट इन इंटरनेशनल कम्युनिज्म, यानी अंतर्राष्ट्रीय साम्यवाद के खिलाफ एक अभियान था. तो ये लोग काफी 200 लोग इंडिया आए और ये कहाँ ठहरे, इसकी मेजबानी कहाँ की गई? जेमिनी स्टूडियोज में की गई. अब उस समय ये क्या थे, इनकी क्या फिलॉसफी थी, ये तो उन लोगों को, वहाँ के लोगों को बहुत ज़्यादा समझ में नहीं आया. लेकिन उनके द्वारा प्ले किए गए जो नाटक थे वहाँ के लोगों ने बार बार देखे और काफ़ी समय तक उनके द्वारा जो प्रस्तुतिकरण किया गया वो तमिल सिनेमा में उसका प्रभाव देखने को मिला. In those days, people were all averse to the term communism. उन दिनों सभी लोग साम्यवाद के खिलाफ थे. MRA means the Moral Rearmament Army was a kind of counter movement to the international communism. This is why the MRA was welcomed at the Gemini Studio. Mr. S.S. Vasan was the boss of Gemini Studio at the time. क्योंकि MRA जो ग्रुप था वो अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर साम्यवाद का विरोधी था, एक काउंटर मूवमेंट चल रहा था और दक्षिण भारत में सब लोग साम्यवाद के खिलाफ थे. तो इसीलिए इस ग्रुप को जेमिनी स्टूडियो में वेलकम किया गया. A few months later, at Gemini Studios, was cleared a whole shooting stage to welcome another visitor from England. There was a big news that the Gemini Studio was going to have a very special visitor. All they said was that he was a poet from England, but no one exactly knew who this poet was. तो कुछ ही समय के बाद, कुछ ही महीनों के बाद एक न्यूज और आई कि एक इंग्लैंड से एक बहुत ही वीआईपी गेस्ट जेमिनी स्टूडियो में आ रहा है, लेकिन किसी को भी नहीं पता था जेमिनी स्टूडियो में कि वो गेस्ट है कौन. Someone said he is not a poet, he is an editor. The poet or the editor arrived at around 4 in the afternoon. He was a tall Englishman. He looked very serious. He was unknown to everyone at the studios. The boss read out a long speech. It was obvious that he too knew little about the poet or the editor. The speech was all in the most general term. Then the poet spoke. The audience were all dazed and silent. No one knew what he was saying. The whole thing lasted about an hour. Then the poet left. Everyone was baffled. The poet too looked pretty baffled. His visit remained an unexplained mystery. But later on, when the author read the name of the editor of The Encounter, he recalled that it was the name of the British visitor who had visited the studios. His name was Stephen Spender. हाँ तो बच्चों 4 बजे वो अंग्रेज आदमी आया, काफ़ी टॉल सा सीरियस सा आदमी था, और वो आया, जो वहाँ के बॉस थे उन्होंने भी उसके लिए स्पीच दी, यहाँ तक कि उनको भी बहुत ज़्यादा पता नहीं था कि ये कौन है. और फिर उस पोएट या एडिटर जो भी था उसने भी स्पीच दी, और वो हर कोई चौंका हुआ था. वो भी चौंके हुए थे कि कोई कुछ समझ नहीं रहा है, हर कोई शांत था, और जो बोल रहा था वक्ता वो भी शांत था. बाद में चला गया. लेकिन बहुत समय के बाद में जो इस ऑथर ने जब वो किताब उठाई द एनकाउंटर, तो उसमें उसने एडिटर का नाम देखा, और एडिटर का नाम था स्टीफन स्पेंडर. तो एकाएक उसको याद आया कि अरे हाँ, जो जेमिनी स्टूडियो में जो मेहमान आया था वो अंग्रेज, वो कौन था? स्टीफन स्पेंडर था. Who was Stephen Spender? Stephen Spender was an English poet and an essayist who concentrated on themes of social injustice, class inequalities and class struggle. Stephen Spender एक English poet और एसेस्ट हैं जो कि सोशल इंजस्टिस, क्लास इनइक्वालिटीज एंड क्लास स्ट्रगल पर लिखते हैं. मैनी ईयर्स लेटर व्हेन द ऑथर वाज आउट ऑफ जेमिनी स्टूडियोज, ही परचेस्ड अ बुक नेम्ड द गॉड दैट फेल्ड. This book was the collection of 6 essays which were written by 6 eminent men of letters. Each of them described their journeys into communism and their disillusioned return. तो काफ़ी वर्षों के बाद ये ऑथर ने, जब वो जेमिनी स्टूडियो से में काम नहीं करता था, एक किताब खरीदी. उस किताब का नाम था द गॉड दैट फेल्ड, और उसमें मैन ऑफ लेटर्स, बड़ी बड़ी महान हस्तियों ने 6 निबंध लिखे थे, और उसमें क्या चीज़ डिस्क्राइब की गई थी? देयर जर्नीज इनटू कम्युनिज्म, किस तरीके से वो साम्यवाद में गए, एंड देयर डिसइल्यूजन्ड रिटर्न, और कैसे उनका भ्रम टूटा और वो वापस आए. These were Arthur Koestler, a Hungarian-born British novelist known for his novel Darkness at Noon. Ignazio Silon, an Italian writer who was the founder member of the Italian Communist Party in 1921 and is known for the book The God That Failed, authored by him. Richard Wright, an American writer known for his novel Native Son and his autobiography Black Boy. André Gide, a French writer, humanist, moralist, received the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1947. Louis Fisher, a well-known American journalist and writer of Mahatma Gandhi's biography entitled The Life of Mahatma Gandhi. The Oscar-winning film Gandhi is based on his biographical account. Stephen Spender, an English poet and an essayist who concentrated on themes of social injustice and class struggle. Stephen Spender, the poet who had visited Gemini Studios. The reaction to Stephen Spender at Gemini Studio was no longer a mystery because each of them described their journey into communism and their disillusioned return in that book, The God That Failed. This brings us to the end of the lesson. Thank you. Keep learning, keep practicing.